With other bracket systems that I used, I routinely was making step bends or rotation bends or a ton of torque bends or third order bends to be able to get my case to what we call a board standard finish.
In the majority of orthodontic offices, the only person that can place those bends is the orthodontist. There's only so many bends that can be placed in that wire before that wire breaks. And it's very frustrating in a practice at 3:15 in the afternoon when the waiting room is full and the on-deck area is full, and a wire that has 12 bends in it breaks, and the only person that can duplicate those bends is the orthodontist.
I mean, I just don't have time in a day to be able to stop, take a wire out, put a wire back in after I've made a multitude of bends.
Both Dr. Bennett and Dr. McLaughlin were thinkers, they were visionaries, and they were always looking for, is there a better way? Is there something that we can do to the bracket design to improve the movement of the teeth? They were attempting to take an appliance that was a step forward in eliminating wire bending and improve on that appliance. And we had an opportunity to move to Opal with the understanding that Opal would then take the MBT prescription and improve it to satisfy the needs that we were expressing at that time, and so we did.
Opal has spent, countless hours with Dr. McLaughlin to make sure that the brackets have so much precision in the arch wire slot that we don't need to make those repetitive bends over and over and over again to get to what I consider a perfect finish.
Opal Orthodontics introduced some very specific CNC machining techniques that allows us to hold very tight tolerances and produce very rapidly. CNC machining is computer numerically controlled machining whereby a high-speed cutter is controlled by a computer. It's used ubiquitously throughout the tech industry to produce accurate, precise components. With the metal injection molded part, you get shrinkage, which leads to a less precise wire slot. In the case of a CNC machine part, that wire slot can be repeated every single time within a very tight precision. A CNC machine bracket results in less torque loss due to the fact that there is less slot between the wire slot and the arch wire.
Because of the small detail corrections that have been made over the years to the bracket, we can be extremely precise. The more precise we can be, the less wire bending we're going to have to do, as long as we have the best bracket in the right position with the right wire.
And the Avex appliance, because of the way that it's designed with the CNC machining of the bracket, it helps to give us things like the correct ins and outs. Now I don't have to cheat my bracket anymore. I can actually put the bracket where it's supposed to go, which is right in the middle of the clinical crown. And if you put that bracket in that location, the force, in all three different planes of space are going to give the tooth movement exactly where we want it.
The more precise that bracket is, the more efficient the process is going to be if we understand the mechanics of what we're trying to do and the intricacies of the malocclusion.
The Avex bracket system is definitely engineered, so as orthodontists, if we do our job, put the bracket right in the middle of the tooth where it's designed to be, we're going to get efficient tooth movement every time.